Zargo. Do you ever watch
Is it
Thunderbirds?
Thunderbirds or I watched Thundercats when I was a kid.
It's
Let me tell you something.
cats chase birds, don't they?
My son is watching this new Thundercat. I'm like, that is not the Thundercats. Okay?
No, that's
That is
Hold on.
crap.
What's
Okay.
I saw that. I saw the trailer for that, and I was like, "No, what is?" It's
I
like
don't know.
I don't understand why. Like, what has
They're ruining
happened?
our
Like
cartoons. They're running our
between.
cartoons.
Well, the animators can't do anything, and Hollywood is like running. I was like, "There's movie. You could, can we make up a new movie besides remaking everything?"
Yeah. When I was a kid, they had all these kind of claymation and these little, like stop motion where a little fellow would go in and he'd move it a fraction and he'd do like 24 of those a second. And that would make a second, like Aardman animations,
I thought you were going to say you were talking about Gumby.
Yeah. But then, but in recent years, they've gone, we'll put it out to a bunch of animators in Eastern Europe. And they come back with these cartoons of these like really crappy 3D animations. And they just ruin the whole thing. We had like Postman Pat when I was a kid.
Well, they
like never seen that.
Look at whether it's. I mean, everything is just they've downgraded everything. And I don't know what the deal is with it, but it's no different than video. Yeah,
it's cheap to make.
Yeah. Well,
you remember Hanna-Barbera or Hanna-Barbera?
Hanna-Barbera,
right? And it was really low class animation, but they turned them out, didn't they? Scooby and
Yogi Bear. I watched. My son and I just watched an episode of the Flintstones that had Yogi Bear in it.
Oh wow! I loved it when they had those crossovers. You'd be watching Scooby.
Those early ones.
Captain Caveman would be in it or something.
I got a neighbor down the street, and he has the mystery van. It is painted like the damn mystery van. I'll take a picture.
Seriously. Oh wow! Was it purple with those coloured sort of 70s spots on them?
It is the Scooby.
Where's your green screen? What are you talking about?
He is down. He's just down the road from me again. He keeps stalking Ray.
Look, right behind you is a spot where they do excellent clam chowder. New England.
We know. I mean, I know it looks like I'm at Pier 39, but those people are just frozen and they're extras behind me. I paid them to stand there super still and not move.
Shout out to my San Francisco Giants. We clinched the West and we're going to the playoffs. Woo!
Are you?
You might see the sideboard outside the diamond watching some baseball. I might be working on getting some tickets.
Hey, chat, how are you? Lovely to see you. We're just doing our little pre-show.
Oh, you smart ass maker. I know what he's talking about now.
That the green screen that covers you during stream. It just kind of gets bleeding from time to time. But look at him now. He's got
I had
equipment.
I had a stream that when I was doing Marvel's Avengers on GFN. I did it it was probably like in almost 2 hours. Mm-hmm. And for the first half hour, everybody's chatting with me on YouTube and on Twitch. And then an hour and a half into the stream, Lee's like, I can't see anything. It's just green, but I can hear your voice. And I was like, what are you talking about? He said, it's been like that the whole time. I was like, then why did nobody tell me? You made for an hour and a half. Nobody bothered to say your entire stream is just a big green screen. I looked back and it was. I rewatched it and I'm like, they sat there and acted like they were watching it. They probably opened Twitch and left the YouTube thing up to just continue chatting. I'm like, you guys are real jerks.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, I know a lot of people think that we're actual gods, that that we're from Olympus, but it just proves that we're infallible human beings.
Yes, we are. Yes.
Good to see you guys. You've had a good week.
10:30.
Man,
10:30 said, "Man, Ray isn't just ahead in the chair.
He's ahead of the game."
I'm actually, guys. I'm sitting in I went and got me a booster chair. So you guys can't see it.
You're about to say a booster seat.
But if you notice, you can see my chin and everything. Shut up, Bet. I'm actually got me something to kind of elevate me.
There we go.
Mate, it looks really good. We need to give you some praise. Oh, it's great to see your neck, mate.
Well, thank you. I'm enjoying Mafia 3 on Stadia.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I beat the game back in 2016, but I'm loving. This version that we got the DLCs that came with it, but I am loving it. I just don't like YouTube gave me the copyright strike. You know, it's like, come on.
Yeah, but it's wall-to-wall songs. You kind of expect that.
I was singing the songs.
You were singing the songs.
That's singing with the song, right?
Oh, I see. Oh, well, yeah. Well, but the songs were there. You were singing with them.
I was singing along with the songs.
Yeah, well, they just gave that out of spite, mate.
So I streamed that game a year ago in July, and I did it through the Xbox when I was using some software, and all of a sudden that game released, and then I got slapped with a copyright violation for all 8 or 9 different songs.
Oh.
It took them over a year. It was only because Stadia released it, and then they're like, "Oh crap, we forgot this one."
Wow.
Copyright. And I was like, "You jerks! You let me sit there for a year and gave me monetization and took it all away."
Truth. Was that awesome to get that stealth drop? You know, I mean,
yeah, amazing, isn't it?
Boom! Now, I know that. That's like, they got that game out. But
I had other things I could have said about it, but
well, I'm gonna tell you what Rokk Reveal. They're gonna reveal a new Assassin's Creed game for Stadia.
Yes, I've been keeping an eye on the tweet.
What?
Today.
What?
Yeah, I know it's going to be something else, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's going to be something else. Is it only? Well, let's come on to that in a sec, because this is. We don't want to ruin the show, do we? Ahead of time, and we might not get a TWAS, which means we got a lot of space to fill.
No, hey, the guy he was late. He was late putting it out. I think.
Did you guys survive the fall of Facebook yesterday? You know,
I'm not on it, mate. Yeah, I was quite happy.
I know about Facebook. You know, Facebook is right down the street.
I was like, oh my God, people are talking still. It's not the end of the world. We can still move on with the press. Just because Facebook, Instagram, everything went down. And I did hear, though, so I heard, though, that there were people trapped in VR. And, you know, because...
Did they send in the sniffer dogs?
No, because if you die in VR, you die for real. Apparently,
wow.
I used to manage a property across the street from Facebook, and they had people from all over the world would stop just to take a picture of the famous thumb.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, people were driving by, getting out their cars yesterday, giving them two fingers.
Oh, fantastic!
Oh, that's great.
They're getting my Facebook and my Instagram.
The thing is, it was a really bad day for them, wasn't it?
Just one day.
Yeah, no, but they've had a really bad week because they've had the whole congressional hearing with the whistleblower.
He only lost $7 billion, you know.
Yeah, he'll pick it up.
That's pocket change. Well, to be honest, though, they're lucky that it didn't get permanently deleted. They were I saw Facebook's claim, and of course they're not going to tell us the truth because God forbid, that would right off the bat would shock the world. But I saw that they deleted a bunch of DNS code. It's very dim lighted there. Must be nighttime.
No, he's getting ready for Halloween. he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't even know he's live yet. Let's just leave him for a bit. He's got this.
See how long it takes.
Hello, John.
Hey,
John,
how you doing,
sir? How are you?
It's still morning for us, guys.
Yeah, well, it is, isn't it? Listen, now that the whole gang has arrived, should we go with the titles? Then we can do our proper.
Yeah, let's start this show because we got a lot of wonderful.
Yeah, let's do it. Man. Righto, here we go, chaps. And not a baby in sight. Well, I mean, excepting Ray. Good day, morning, afternoon, evening, whatever. Chaps, how are you? How have you been? Ray, how's your week been, my friend?
Man, the games. The
The bells.
Mafia 3, that stealth drop. When I got up to claim my games,
Gosh.
I was like,
yeah.
Yep, exactly.
so very, very excited and to play that game. Very excited.
That was awesome, wasn't it? I mean, I know we were sort of, we always joke about Mafia and Ark, and we had Ark, and now we've had Mafia. What else can we pick on? What else?
I've lost track now. Like those were my two go-tos to joke about. And
Exactly.
I'm like, thanks a lot, Stadia, for adding games that now I can't joke about.
Dude,
Taking all the fun out of them.
No, I know.
Yeah.
Talking of which, how's your week been, Mr. Vet of the Clouds?
It's been pretty good. I've been playing Battlefield 1. I got hooked on that on GFN after their, the EA partnership, but I forgot that out of all of the World War games, Battlefield 1 I think is the only one that was done very well with World War 1. It's one of the few World War 1 based games, because we all know World War 2 games are a dime a dozen nowadays. It's all Call of Duty. That's all they can focus on, and there's other ones, but I forgot how much fun it was to ride in a tank and blow stuff up and not pay attention to the mission.
What do you mean you forgot how good it was? That's all you ever do.
I know it felt so good. I'm like, all right, we accomplished this, and the sergeant in the tank is like, go on with your mission. I'm like, 1 sec, Sarge, I got to blow this water tower up.
Couple more rounds, Sarge. Couple more rounds.
I think I spent 5 minutes blowing up water towers, taking out chimneys. I was like, well, that house needs a new opening. So I was having way too much fun with that game. But it runs so nice, and for the age of the game and the fact that it looks so good amazes me still.
Lukey says, are there any cats? If they were, mate, they ain't there now.
That's what I was gonna say. They got blown up with it. But I love that you've got soldiers running at you shooting, and I'm in a tank, and I'm like, you're shooting at me, really? So I just I just launch a missile at them and blow them up. I'm like, that's what and you just see bodies flying. It was it was great.
You are one mean mother and father. John, how has your week been, my friend?
Oh, good. So playing, what was it, last Friday when we got the new pro games streamed from Outright Games, my good friends there, Spirit Lucky's Big Adventure. Then we've been playing a little bit of Ember multiplayer with my friend Granite T Rock. And Saturday when we had
my spirit brother,
your spirit brother, yeah. I'll have to get him to tune into the chat here and see if maybe he's available one of these days.
Well, he follows me on Twitter, or I follow him, or we both follow each other. So we are in our universes.
Yeah. And then on Saturday we had Caring from the Clouds, and I streamed Adam's Family. We had a whole bunch of great streams going on there, and it was fantastic. We raised a bunch of money, and we're back at it again this Saturday.
Yeah, you've got a megastar this Saturday, though, haven't you? Coming on, I think.
I do, yeah.
Aaron, are you on this Saturday?
I believe so.
Oh, there you go then. Yeah, well, I meant me, mate, but as you've quicked it.
I thought he was talking about me. I guess I jumped the gun. Wait, let me check my calendar, make sure that I'm...
Well, I'm definitely in. I just don't know what I'm doing yet. So I'll be streaming. I'll be doing some streaming and trying to raise some money for a charity. But no, hat off. It was a great launch weekend, and there are 3 more to come. So yeah, absolutely superb. Ray, big apologies to you. I didn't have this ready for you, my friend, when we did your hello, Ray. So folks, if you haven't spotted it, it's Ray3473. That's Ray Sherrod, the gaming cyborg, the longest name on YouTube, which is why nobody ever subscribes to him.
And now your mama knows. I think that's the longest one.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I think that's
and now your mama, I still don't know what his mama knows though.
He don't really talk about it, does he?
No. I mean, what's that all about? I am doing the usual refresh here, fellas, and I ain't
too.
Seeing,
that's what I was doing.
I ain't seeing much. But it's been a week of controversy as well, I just put out a little innocent tweet yesterday. Who really cares?
I try to avoid the the 30-60 drama. I
Well,
was just like,
Aaron, I've got something to just look. By the medium of mime, I thought I would just show you. Look, watch this. 30, 60. Quick one. 30, 60, 30, 60. See, there's hardly any difference. It's just a bit of a
I
cap.
know.
But it was less smooth when you were taking your hat off. I could tell the difference.
You could. It was slowed up, didn't it?
It gave me a migraine headache. I don't know. I'm sick to my stomach now. I don't know what to do. But in all honesty, obviously there is a difference between 30 and 60 frames per second. 60 is preferred, but to say. I don't quite understand when saying if a game's at 30 frames a second that it's unplayable. I really don't get that. Maybe it's just because we've been gaming for so long. I think as well, if you're a really serious multiplayer PvP kind of guy, those extra frames make a difference.
But is it really a big deal on Stadia, though? I mean, for the most part, the majority of Stadia players are casual. Like, to the naked eye, you're not going to notice the difference. You got to be someone like Gem or, somebody that is really going to be looking to the detail. Yes, like if it was 4K versus 1080, yes, I can see the difference. But 60-30, I don't really care. I just want to play games. Like, I don't care.
I told you we got an Assassin's Creed game.
Yep.
You were right, Ray. Why have we got a thing up? What's it getting? It's getting us all. Oh, Dander up here.
What do we have up?
Why you got to be throwing us off?
Yeah, there's nothing in the. There's nothing in the Twas
in the
land.
store.
Not yet.
Oh, in the store. Well, we'll have a look at that in a minute. We'll have a look in a minute.
We're all a fuss about 60 frames and 30. I just want 8-bit graphics on all my games now.
Oh my God.
I don't need all this fancy stuff.
8-bit at 60 frames is the way forward.
Look, guys, this is the thing. Every consumer is different. Everyone has their different values of when it comes to game. And there's guys that are 60 frames per second. There's guys that are 30. Me, if I can play it and it plays good, I just enjoy the games. But like I said, everybody's got their own. There's different types of gamers,
and I totally agree with that. There's definitely preferences. I mean, some people have 120 frames a second, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what my issue is saying that 30 is unplayable. I can't get with that. Definitely 60 is better. I agree. If you can have 60, great. But saying 30 is unplayable. I don't agree with that.
I mean, I know some people. Duncan One to Escape does feel physically ill. Now, I don't know whether that's a proper medical condition. It may well be. I don't think it's. If I put on a VR headset, I only get a few minutes before I feel nauseous. So different things affect different people. But I played Valhalla this afternoon. Now, Valhalla, as you guys may know, had an update for Stadia, and they actually gave a performance option, so you can now do 60 frames per second at 1080 or 30 at 4K. Now, I played the two of those. I've got to be honest, I didn't. I mean, yeah, there's a difference, but did it make a difference to my enjoyment of the game? I can only tell you my opinion. The answer is no. And in fact, I ended up sticking with 30 frames per second because I just like the slightly higher level of textures and the sun and the lighting and stuff. But I did it on 60. There's no way I would have gone, great, miles better. Huge improvement. I'm sticking with this. It wasn't. I've got to be fair. But there are some games where you do notice it. I get that. And particularly if it's, someone was saying, it was a very fast game. And again, depending on your connection with cloud, if you play xCloud, I think it's a lot better now. But in the earlier months of xCloud, any movement was blurry as anything. So, so 60 frames makes a big difference there. But Stadia's got a great stable frame rate.
It's coming tomorrow, guys.
Yeah, so I've heard.
Blog post tomorrow.
I was ignoring it. What the heck? It happens.
Google, what do you have against us?
Yeah, it
Come on.
happened.
Come on.
Well, there was
Rokk
a tweet. There was a minor tweet debate last week. Somebody who, to be fair, loves the show, but they were saying, you should just run it a couple of hours later. But the problem is, it is meant to be at the time we go live. That is the official launch time for TWAS. And if we go later, then it does go live. Everyone's read it. No one's going to bother to want to tune in and watch us read something that they've already digested and spoken about.
Yep.
And quite honestly, we have a laugh either way, don't we, chaps? There's always plenty to talk about.
I mean,
Always.
we could talk. Are you guys interested in Assassin's Creed Rogue and the Falconeer?
I'm going to bring up the Stadia
Yeah.
score because Ray, you've said that there's some stuff on there. So let's pull that up. We'll hide our lovely chat.
Look who's been playing Assassin's Creed.
That's me. I've been loving it, mate, in 30 frames per second. I tell you what else I've been playing. Struth. I didn't realise this week I've put in 30 hours on Death Stranding, and I've already played it once.
Is it fun when you lose track of time with how, and then you pick a certain game, even that if you've already played it before, and you go back and then you look at how much time you put in, and you're like, "Holy crap! Where's the time gone?"
Well, I think I put in about 80 hours originally, and I know I'm about halfway through because I've skipped a few things. I mean, I've experienced a lot.
Is that FIFA?
Apparently,
that
FIFA's
game
out.
looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out! That game
watching
looks
playing.
amazing on media. That game looks.
I've been having fun watching Lee play FIFA, and it was hilarious watching Meg stream Mafia 3. She had nothing. She knew nothing of the game, and I'm just sitting here chuckling because she's like,
She was in for a surprise.
Oh, it was hilarious when there's the killing and all that. It was. I died laughing watching that because if you don't know about the game,
the Falconeer and the Falconeer Warriors Edition.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Have like
Ray.
little metal claws.
Bigger claws. I thought we were only getting the Warrior Edition, so I was about to say that. I was interested to see that we've actually got the base.
If you notice, it's got a different background. That's the difference right there.
You get the extra graphic.
Paying more for that. You're paying more for that yellow sun.
I know that. Sorry, John, you go for it.
Oh, no. I was just going to say, so I myself, like everybody else, thought we were just getting the Warrior Edition. And this morning, press release came out showing that apparently we're getting multiple versions there. It says, available today for all Stadia players, the Falconeer. Additionally, the Hunter add-on is available to purchase separately, and the Edge of the World add-on is available.
There we go.
So it looks like the Falconeer, that's like the base game, and you can buy the add-ons separately, and then the Warrior Edition is everything, all bundled into.
Now, my maths are not amazing, John. I've got to be honest with you right now, okay? But the basic one is $15.99. We'll call that 16. All right. That's £1.50. So where are we? $17.50, and that's 7. Add them all together. How much does that come to?
Well, it's under.
It's exactly the same price.
Is it the same? Okay, there. Yeah.
It's not just. You'd think they'd get like at least a quid off, wouldn't you, if you bought the whole lot? Just putting the word warrior in there.
I guess that's for those if you really can't afford the 30 right away, and if you can only afford options, choices, right? It's always good to have.
Maybe somebody just buys the base and is like, it's not for me. After they played it, and then there's somebody that'll buy the base to try it out, and then they just go ahead and say, let's just get the add-ons.
But this is my point. So, being in business, usually, if you want someone to buy the whole thing, you've got to give them an incentive. Otherwise, why wouldn't you just pay $15.99, play that till it's finished, save a bit of money, and then in 2 weeks, pay the extra £1.50, play that till it's finished. A couple of weeks later, pay the $6.99. Where's the bonus?
We don't question the authority.
Okay.
Right.
So just asking.
It's a pretty bird. It's a pretty bird.
Too many questions.
Mr. Bayram points out that there is actually a 2 pence difference. So
there you go. See?
it is worth it after all.
That's
Somebody
right.
was doing their math.
I knew somebody would help me out there. 2p. So you know what? Yeah. Now in the old days, that would get you a phone call in a phone box. So you could use that 2p to phone
get
your
my
mum.
one
Hello,
call,
mum.
please?
Do 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 do.
right.
Oh,
Was it really? Was it really? 2p?
yeah, honestly, when I was a kid, it was
Wow.
tuppence we didn't. We couldn't afford phones. We'd go down to those little red boxes because the one that Doctor Who pops out of. Because that was kind of a pre-phone box. Those things, they were more of an emergency if you wanted to phone the police or something. But those red ones, I mean, they're quite famous, aren't they? The kind
See,
of red.
see, out here, I remember we didn't have the beautiful phone boxes you had, but if you put up the phone up to your nose, you could smell some urine.
Oh, you can always, there was always someone's breath.
Ours were not. We didn't even have.
would never use a payphone.
We never used that. We just waited to hear someone yell for us.
Anybody looking? I'm gonna show these guys.
Open the door, and my parents just yelled.
And I
You knew.
went up to my mouth. I was like, "Oh,
Ray, why would you do that?
It is funny, isn't it? Because you're right, though, Ray. There was always a whiz. Well, the box itself, somebody had always been in there and done a whiz. And then you pick up the thing and you think, oh, halitosis. Hello, Mum. It was evil. But then was the days. We never got weird diseases because we were always getting them. We were immune in those days.
and
now we're getting everything.
Look at this now.
Sorry, Ray.
Oh, look at this.
What have you seen?
Oh, the Elder Scrolls. When you lift it up, I'm just looking at the Blackwood.
Oh, we're there. Right,
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. I don't know. Ray's got his own show going on. I wish I was.
Apparently, because he's all I heard is he said roll it up.
I didn't make the
All I
title,
heard was
damn it.
you said pull it up, and all I heard was us looking at the Blackwood.
I didn't make the title.
Pull it up. It says save now. It doesn't say pull it up. So what can you save now? Quite a lot actually. Look at that. Instead of $49.99, $24.99.
It's actually not a bit. Well, look at the collection, the CE collection. I mean, they're all what are they all about half off?
Yeah, pretty much, aren't they?
He's live on Twitch.
Oh, nah, live on Rokk
No,
Reveal.
Ray is live on Twitch. He is live on Twitch. We all are. Yeah, no, you're right. And of course, we've got the standard edition back as a pro. If we've been around long enough, I don't know that Is it still a pro to claim?
I don't
think so. No,
think
no,
so.
I don't think so. Yeah.
I actually played some Elder Scrolls yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah, because I got New World, and I just wanted to jump back in Elder Scrolls and just see something. But oh my god, they're both just beautiful, well-made RPGs.
New World, obviously, is that one's just been setting records everywhere lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, has it? I know when it launched, there were issues with getting enough servers running. There's so much interest in the game.
I have not had a problem. I get right in there.
Wow.
I haven't bought it. I've been a massive advocate for it, Ray. But I've got so much to play at the moment. I'm back in Valhalla on Stadia.
Yeah.
I've got Far Cry in a couple of days.
Woo!
I know. We got Far Cry 6. You got Riders Republic at the end of the month.
Yep.
Battlefield. I know Battlefield 2042's got an open beta tomorrow and the day after. So I mean, there's a lot of excitement.
Far Cry 6. That's
I want the crossover.
Thursday till whenever. That's all.
I want the crossover. I'm more excited for the crossover, but that's just because it adds Rambo into it. So there's going to be some crazy stuff going on with that.
Do you know what? Still haven't played it. I can't. I just see the words multiplayer and it.
You will love the cute little puppies. They got the puppies.
No, I'm definitely playing Far Cry. I'm on about Rainbow.
He's-
I'm going to be all over Far Cry. I love the Far Cry franchise, and although I have to say, I'm not massively into the location for it. I don't know why. I don't know. I love the last one that was kind of in the kind of mid. It was kind of Midwest, wasn't it? Sort of.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Western, the northwestern, I guess, states.
See,
I mean, basically
I
the
lived
hills.
in Cuba. I lived in Cuba for 2.5 years, so it's like going back to one of the places that I live.
Yeah.
The scenery and oh my god, I can't wait. I love the villain. The villain is he's just a mean, you know what?
Yeah. Oh, he's a mate. What's his name again? I can never pronounce it.
I'm not butchering
The
his
guy
name.
from the chicken shop. In,
The bad guy.
yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
I love watching
his-
John.
his-
I
his
love
bad guy.
watching John.
John, what did you think of it?
Oh, it's fun.
Yeah.
Definitely. It'd be more funner with local multiplayer there. But I had fun with it. It's a great family oriented game, and
Wow.
collecting all the different coins and unlocking the different crests and all the baddies and whatnot. Yeah, I had fun on last Saturday playing this, and
It looks good,
raise
actually. It looks
some
different to
money.
what
Yeah.
I expected as well. I wasn't expecting
yeah.
this kind of a game. I like the
and
look of this.
these are the mini games here that they're showing, which are quite fun as well. It's definitely if you're into multiplayer games, local multiplayer, and you're Addams Family fan, it's just I'd recommend picking it up.
Oh, that's awesome. The big question, of course, though, is it 30 or is it 60?
45.
45, right down the middle. There you go. That's more Aaron's
There you go.
age, isn't it?
Make everybody happy.
closing on it.
Oh, shout out! Also, Cake Bake.
Yes,
Cake
Cake
Bash
Bash.
was a pro game. I actually played that with Anthony. That's
a lot of fun.
That is
fun.
fun.
It
That
is.
is fun.
It's underrated because I don't think you look at it and you don't. And when I streamed that one numerous times, you look at that and you're like, this doesn't just looking at it, you wouldn't expect it to be as fun as it is. That is a lot of fun, especially when you bring in the multiplayer.
Yeah, and
Great party game.
It's interesting, because
definitely.
I've heard that you struggled to get a multiplayer game on with unless they're your friends, which is a real shame because it's an amazingly polished game and great fun. There's so much going on in there. I played with bots and that was all right. And I don't know why. I always choose to be the eclair. And then I always
Hey, that's my character.
I always end up going
love
down and
the
getting a
eclair.
cake out the fridge.
Muffin. I like
I'm
the
gonna
muffin.
after this show. I'm gonna go get me an eclair.
There you
It just
go,
looks
right?
so delicious. It just draws me in. Giancarlo, where did it go? Let me get it back again. Here we go. Game on with Tony. Thank you, Tony. Giancarlo Esposito, an amazing actor. Of course, he was in Breaking Bad and the follow-up, Better Call Saul, which I love. Did you guys ever watch the well, it's not a sequel. It kind of is. It's a prequel, really, wasn't it? It was leading up to the whole Breaking Bad stuff. Better Call Saul. No, okay. Well, let me tell you, it was amazing.
That's Vet's all into that, man.
Yeah, absolutely super. But he's in that as well, the Chicken Man, playing. But yeah, perfect for the role. Perfect for the role. So really looking forward to that. And of course, John has been already done about 4 hours streaming with it, John?
Yeah, with Far Cry 6. Yeah.
About 4 hours.
Yep.
And that's on the 7th. So that's what, Thursday that goes
Thursday.
live. Yeah.
Yeah, and I believe it's at midnight local time for each time zone.
Is it?
Too. I believe so.
My friends in Europe will
on
get
the
it before
store.
we do. They get a couple of hours ahead, depending where you are. So that's cool. But the great thing is that it will be available day and date on Stadia. No installations, no downloads, no patches to worry about. Just fire that puppy up. So yeah, really looking forward to that. I might do a bit of Far Cry at the weekend, John. Actually, in our
There you go.
charity stream. I'll have to wait and see on that. But that's going to be amazing. But you're right, though. Cake Bash. I actually had a little play with all of them. And where is it? Spirit was quite good, I thought.
Yeah.
That's your friends over at forgets their name. Lovely people.
Outright Games.
That's the fellas.
So you know, they're really, really
Whoops, I'm playing
not
it.
just
Sorry.
Spirit, but they make amazing games.
Yeah.
Well, the Adams
and
Family is one of theirs, of course.
They got some amazing games, guys.
Yeah.
They're really great bunch of people too, and all the developers that they have working for them. Yeah. Yep.
I'm going to have to kill the game because it's killing Ray. It's gone all stuttery. that
must have been 3 frames a second, right?
Yeah. I always say excellent for Stadia. Do you guys? I mean, who would put bad in there? What's that all about?
I always did excellent. I always did excellent.
Yeah, it is.
If there were, the worst that I've ever done with, when it gives you that little questionnaire right at the end, how do you rate this, your gameplay? And there are occasions that I've done fair. I've never gone anything less than that. And usually it's, if there's frame rate skipping or something, or, graphics, some kind of minor issue. But I don't think I've ever had to go below that.
Not even when you raged in a game?
No, because I don't get the option. Because usually what I do is I click and I just close completely out of the browser, so it just disappears and doesn't even give me that option.
That's amazing. Now then, there have been other little newsette items this week. Let me just hide our lovely chat for a second. I had John gave us a link just now, and guess what? I lost it, so I'm going to go back and get it again. There it is.
Okay. It's because you were trying to play video games while we're.
I know. Oh, I tell you what, I am chuffed about though. So when I was playing Valhalla earlier with my little PS4 controller, because I never need to pair the thing up, the battery ran out. I was like, oh no. I was right in the middle of a raid, so I reached down and I picked up the wasabi, and it was like 2 seconds later I was it's so much nicer. If only I didn't have to go through the app every time. But there you go. I do though. I have to open the actual Stadia app every time if I want to pair my controller. But it's pretty quick, to be fair. It recognized it.
Yeah, I mean, I wish it would store it. They could find a way to store it, but in all honesty, it's real. It's a slight setback, but like 2 seconds because it doesn't really take.
I know.
Long. It's something for people to complain about.
The problem is with someone like me, Aaron, is look, I can go from 30 to 60 so quick that I can't be waiting around for 2 seconds.
I'm literally the same way though. If you see do you play the Valhalla? I'm scared when I play Far Cry 6 because I know I will not finish it. Because
I will.
It's the open world syndrome that I have. I suffer from.
I'm a completionist.
It is a real medical condition, folks, that I struggle with in open world games because I get sidetracked with everything.
Yeah. It was in one of Freud's early books.
It can be overwhelming. Yeah.
I
get what Aaron's saying. It can be overwhelming because there's so much to do, and you're like, well, do I go here? But if I go here, what about if I went right? What am I missing over there?
Exactly.
So I understand. I understand.
Or sometimes when they do a game so well, you just go off and you just look at the scenery. Is another thing a problem of it. Like I've done that in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I did that all the time where I would just stop and just look at stuff because I was the game looks exactly.
They're all gorgeous. I mean, I can't ever say enough praise for Ubi. John, you're up in Canada. Is it in French? Is it Ubi or Ubi?
Ubisoft. That's how I've pronounced it, and I've heard people that have actually, like when I went to the New York City office and also the Quebec City office, Ubisoft. So tomato,
Ubi,
really.
No,
right?
no, Ubi it is. Because that's how I've always said it as well.
Yeah, I mean, I thought you were going to use the and just be like, you be correct.
Very good. Very good. Aaron's on fire, man. Quick, call the fire station. Aaron's on fire.
We're going to need to make an Aaron's praise animation.
Yeah, exactly. Charcoal. So John, you passed this link. I had that once, by the way. A quick aside. I phoned up. These call center things with support. I phoned up and they said, oh, sorry, could I just take your name? I went, yeah, it's Adam. And she went, okay, Sir Adam. I thought, fantastic. I've become knighted. John, talk us through parties and voice chat come to Android.
Oh, okay. Well, I actually didn't open it. I just saw it. So
Brilliant. So you gave me a link, and luckily it wasn't rude.
No, yeah. Well, I knew that it was an official post too, but I figured, everyone enjoys your voice, Rokk, that we could
bless you.
Go through it here.
Yeah, of course. I'll take that old hot potato back off you, my friend. So well, look, they're excited. Whoever wrote this. Oh, it's official Stadia to announce full voice chat. Grace, love you, darling. Full voice chat functionality is now available on Android devices. This means you can enjoy. So basically, party chat is now available on mobile devices, starting with Android. This is essentially where we are, isn't it? Because that's been missing, and they've stacked up the party stuff just recently. So clearly they've been working hard on this. So we've now got public parties via is it just the browser, John, or the public party? No, there's public parties on the Chromecast as well, aren't there? And that's like looking for games, isn't it? So you can put in there. Yeah. Open a party and you can literally say, I'm playing Destiny. I need to do I was about to say fire starter. I've forgotten what it's called. Night thing. And I've only got 4,000 hours of the game, guys. I'm going to do one of them, and I need some help. And then you put the public party out. You say how many people, and they just jump into your party, and away you go. Yeah. Which is a great way to look for help. But now. You can also have parties on mobile devices, which is awesome, especially, of course, for people that are playing on a mobile device. Yeah. And some people, here's another aside, but if you're playing on a device where you like a PC or something, and you can't get into the party, or if you're playing Destiny on an Xbox, for example. You could, I'm guessing, fire up the party on a mobile device and then play with your Stadia friends using their party.
It seems like it would also work for those that, let's say, use direct streaming and may not have a headset on their Chrome, for their controller. Now you can. Right. Now you have a way to do all of that.
Exactly.
And at least join the party, which then everybody can. But the other thing that I was thinking, the reason that it was the timing is interesting because they released this, and then shortly after we just saw Android 12 is getting released. And the big thing that with Android 12 was mobile gaming, because they have that gaming. There's a feature when you're doing mobile gaming, it lets you stream directly to YouTube now. So this kind of it seems like they're tying all that gaming stuff,
all the loose ends.
Yeah, they're finally getting the mobile side of things done.
Yeah.
So if you stream from your app, now you'll be able to stream directly within Stadia without. So it kind of does the direct streaming for you.
Yeah,
similar
absolutely.
To Chromecast, but it's right in Android. It's built in. So I haven't tested that. So.
No, it's really good points. I'm just concerned that this young lady is actually staring at her controller while the game is taking place 12 feet to her right. It's like, you're going to lose. And she looks like she's playing Destiny. And you're going to lose if you don't look at the game.
Don't judge the picture, man. You might be
She's playing in a hotel. She's playing in a hotel. She's clearly not interested in the game. So what can you say?
Oh, Bat Pixie asked when is Android 12 releasing? It actually released already for the Android open source. I know they're pushing out a week for Pixel. Anybody that has a Pixel device, it'll be next week that you get it, because they are adding some Pixel exclusive features to Android 12 when they make the release.
I just noticed that Grace had left a little message saying that. This Week on Stadia hits tomorrow. I was going to leave a little message on behalf of the Rokk Revealers.
I thought you were accidentally going to hit the downvote. I was like, what?
Yeah, boo to you, Grace. But they don't know we exist. What are we, huh? Our little showette. But we have another amazing amount of people in the chat. You guys are
actually has awesome. Something that I could see them doing also. He said use case direct stream from TV and use your phone as the webcam.
Yeah.
I could see
that would be great, wouldn't it?
Because you've got the ability to direct stream and use your phone for audio for like the voice part.
Yeah.
You set up a party chat. That would make perfect sense if you use as a webcam.
That's one way they don't have to. Really good idea. Really good shout. If they can bring all that stuff together, because again, you look at our cloud competitors, but none of them have any of these kinds of features. None of them. We're the only ones.
Well, and
So we can play
what I
games,
was
and that's
saying.
it.
Obviously, Google is making a push into gaming. We've seen it, especially with Android. We see Windows 11 has Xbox built into it. Android 12 has YouTube gaming built directly into it. That was their big thing. I remember reading all of the betas, and people were digging through to see what new features were going to come to Android 12. And the biggest thing was the fact that you'll be able to directly stream any game wise right to your YouTube channel with the new game thing that they added in Android 12.
Yeah.
So and it actually allows you to optimize whatever the app is, whether it's a game. I'm assuming it would optimize your resources and things on your phone for Stadia, and it will also show you your FPS, your frames per second, and all of that stuff. So they're really doing interesting stuff with the tech side. So it'll be interesting to see if some of those Android 12 features kind of carry over with Stadia as well, at least on the mobile side.
Yeah, no, it's a good point. And you're right as well. Windows 11 officially launches today. I sneakily installed it because you don't want to wait around for them to tell you when it's ready.
They have an installation tool that will
just go and get that thing.
Say your computer, like I woke up this morning and it said, hey, you can get Windows 11. Sit tight while you wait until we decide when you're going to get it.
Yeah, exactly.
To me, it means mid-2022, so like sometime next year. And because it says mid-2022, I'm like, well, can you give me a month? Should I just expect the end of the year?
Because I want to book a holiday here.
Yeah, I was like, mid-2022, that means what? We're talking like April to July, August?
Yeah.
So, but then they're like, well, you can still update. You just have to do use our installation tool.
I'm going to
Assistant or what?
Well, I am one of those fools, Ray, who just can't. It's like a big shiny button saying.
Dr. Spaceman has had it for a while though, and he's had no issues with it.
No,
so I went ahead and updated. The only thing I'm still got to tinker with is getting YouTube to play videos properly, but that could just be a setting or something.
I noticed downloading from the web was failing a lot for me. I had to revert to FTP today, but that's a whole other story. My point, bringing it back, was that
computers.
They've now obviously got closer integration of gameplay in Windows 11, and I'm really keen to see, for those folk that have been or have had issues in the past trying to stream Stadia or any other platform, whether that's been fixed with the latest.
I'll be curious, since we obviously see Windows getting into that. I'll be really curious to see if Google's going to do something with Chrome OS to kind of gear it towards something similar. We see them doing it with Android. I'll be very curious to see if they're going to try to incorporate that Android stuff, gaming features into Chrome OS, because that would be kind of nice especially for those that have Chromebooks to turn those into full-fledged streaming machines.
Yeah, no, that's the way forward. I definitely do not get the impression that Stadia are going anywhere soon. I mean, it really feels at the moment they're ramping it up. Parties, we've got this deal here, which I think expires soon, doesn't it? It wasn't for very long, where you can get October 10th.
October 10th.
5 days.
I mean, but I wish they'd done that from the get go. You know how many people look at all the game. I mean, granted, maybe not for like certain people, because like me, where I bought like every game, even if I have it on,
you know, hundreds of controllers.
I'd have controllers everywhere. But I mean, that is the smartest thing to do. Like, I mean, how many people bought, like, let's say FIFA, or you're going to go and buy Far Cry 6? Guess what? You bought that game. Here's your console.
Yeah, no,
I mean,
it's a no-brainer.
Game to get a free console for $60. Where else can you do that?
Do you guys think that it was planned around FIFA, and that they may even have spoken to EA about doing a kind of cross promotion, but maybe it just didn't come off at the contract level, so they went with it anyway? I
could see it.
Yeah,
I don't know if it actually went that way, but I could definitely see this, because I mean the timing is right there.
Yep.
Well, I can tell you a lot of PC player. I played the PC version of FIFA 22. it is like night and day with the Stadia version.
Is it?
And so, yeah, there's a lot of PC players that are pissed off because they're not
Wow.
looking at the smooth
Hey,
graphics that
so
it is.
so what they should do is, if you're on a PC, just go to Stadia's website and play it there. You're
There
still
you go.
technically you can still call yourself a PC player. You just didn't have to
Well-
waste storage space.
They'll probably say, like they did with Judgment, that it's Google's fault, that Google made a contract and said that the hypermotion couldn't come to PC, and it's all Google's
Yeah,
fault.
well,
for
yeah.
rolling it out.
Anything that PC doesn't get, it's Google's fault. It's either Google or it's Microsoft. It's never it's always something. You can't please everybody.
Yeah. Right.
You
Yeah.
cannot.
Exactly.
You cannot.
I mean,
please
I blame
everybody.
Google for my wallet always being my bank account being empty because I never have any money. So
Hang on a
Well, that's
second.
good,
Hang on.
right?
Didn't they take Family Feud off of Stadia?
No, it wasn't. I think at one time it wasn't a part of Ubisoft Plus. That was the deal.
Right.
Was
Okay.
that it wasn't part of.
Yeah.
I don't know if they've added it since.
It doesn't
But-
look like it. I've got Ubisoft Plus, and it's definitely not
Yeah,
showing
okay.
the blue.
Are we gonna-
Yeah,
Are we gonna-
please don't. I went to go play with my wife, because I was like, you know what? I'm gonna beat you in Family Feud. I got it on
Get down, Aaron.
Ubisoft Plus. It wasn't on my Plus.
He's just there. He's just,
This
I
is-
tell you, man, his feet are burning.
yeah.
I'm still waiting for someone to stream Just Dance live. I want to see somebody do that.
I've seen someone do that. I've seen Eddie do that.
Yeah, Eddie did it.
Hey, we're waiting for you.
How
though.
can you? How can you stream it though? All the music's licensed, isn't it?
Yeah.
I
Well,
yeah,
you just don't care, I guess.
I mean, yeah, just
Yes, right.
I mean, you could, I guess, not monetize it, but I think they'll still flag it. And I guess, as long as it's not a straight violation, if they just flag it, they're just going to give the funds to the developer
Right.
then. I mean, so is it
Yeah.
really a loss at that point?
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
I'm baffled why
That's
Family Feud isn't there. I mean, it's a Ubisoft game, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
well,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
is Monopoly and Uno on there?
Yeah,
Monopoly is, yeah.
Uno, Monopoly, they're all there under the I mean, you can tell. 'cause
Yeah,
they have the little blue
it'll
bar.
say- maybe there's some who knows.
Yeah. I don't know. Seems
It's-
strange.
It's
interesting.
odd, isn't it? I'm just wondering whether it's even part of Ubisoft Plus elsewhere. There you go. See, normally you get the little blue Ubisoft Plus
Right.
bar. So
Yep. There's
Uno,
Uno. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, look,
Uno.
you bought
it.
Assassin's Creed Rogue? Just kidding. You
Yeah.
bought it for free.
No, it comes. I didn't pay for it.
Hey, don't knock that game.
You didn't get a choice.
I know, you're like, I don't want Assassin's Creed Rogue. Take that away.
No,
Too bad.
hold on. Can I say me and the cowboy Anthony was trying to play Engineer, Hello Engineer.
Yeah.
How the hell you do the control? Me and him was having
Oh.
issues with the controls.
Yeah,
We were
they're
stuck.
they're very precise. It is. I found that we're using a controller to play.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you use the mouse and keyboard,
Okay.
it's easier. I'm not going to say a lot easier, but
Yeah.
I think right now, since it's early access, it's more geared toward mouse and keyboard use, because I had the same issues with the controller, like getting the parts in specific spots and lining them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had some problems. So yeah,
Okay.
try it with
I
the mouse
thought it
and
was-
keyboard
I
and
thought
see
it
what
was
you
just
think.
Us. I'm like, dude, this can't be this hard.
Oh, that would have been so funny. Were you streaming it?
He was streaming it.
Yeah.
He invited me to play, and we're both. He has his bike over here. I have whatever my bike, and we're sitting there, and I'm like, "What the hell?"
Somebody-
and I'm like,
So many, but I thought Stadia didn't
Yeah.
have games. It says you got 122 your share. But you're
100.
sharing.
I have
I
100. I have
Sharing with my
171.
family, Aaron.
But,
They have
but
all
I
have
was,
access to those games.
The internet lied to me then, because Twitter and the internet told me
Yeah.
Stadia has nothing.
I know.
And I'm confused
know.
because I see some new stuff here like Valhalla.
they're all here. I was playing.
I know.
I keep going back. I went back into Wildlands the other day. I finished it.
I went into Breakpoint.
I like Wildlands more. I like Breakpoint for the graphics look great in it, but I like the driving in Wildlands.
Well, that's where Ray and our eyes first met, wasn't it, Ray?
It was Breakpoint. There was no party or nothing. He just like, you want someone to play with, man?
Yeah.
And I was like, sure.
Well, I hope he didn't say it that softly.
Hello, Ray.
I think Wildlands was the one where Ray was in the back of the car. And you and I played a game, and I drove off a cliff, and you somehow flew out the trunk.
What Breakpoint news?
30 years. Ghost Recon celebrating 30 years.
Is it as a franchise?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Of course, Tom Clancy was a bit of a boy. He actually was never. I don't believe he was ever in the forces. He was he worked in a back office somewhere. He was an insurance clerk or an accountant or something. This is true.
So if he was insurance, this is why this game came to fruition. Them insurance guys are crazy, anyways.
he was, I believe, he was an insurance sales guy, and a little bit on the far right with his views. But he wrote a mean book. And, the family have done very well.
Blockbuster movies, folks.
Yeah. Where would Tom Cruise be without a Clancy? That's what I say.
Thank you.
He'd be looking for his money.
He would
be asking where's the money.
Rest in peace.
Why don't they? Why don't they bring back Beverly Hillbillies? What a show!
Oh, there you go. Right?
Oh, that's great.
Bet you could be
they could put that into Red Dead, right?
Yeah. Here's a little story about a man named Ray.
Did you see somebody shared a tweet earlier about Red Dead, but there was a fan that recreated the Beatles' iconic walk as their opening scene.
How did they do
I don't
that?
know how.
Oh, wow.
I have no idea, but I'm sure they're going to get flagged, or Rockstar's going to take that one down.
Yeah, I mean, this is on PC presumably, so they.
I would assume so, because that's all of these mods where these people are doing this stuff with Red Dead. It has to be that way. But I'm like, Rockstar, do you take that down? Because you may piss off a lot of Beatles fans.
I love the Beatles.
There's some of those that I'm okay with them doing, but there's one that, like that. If it's a tribute to the Beatles, that's one I'm like, I don't know if I would cross the line there to do that.
So we have a premiere starts in 16 minutes. Thanks to John sending me the link. This is the 20th anniversary showcase. So big news.
Did I say 20th or 30th?
No, it says 20th.
30.
But
I said.
You did. You said 30, but it does say 20 here. Are you missing
But Ubisoft has done a lot of these, though. I've noticed their channel is on YouTube. They do a lot of these live streams now where they've got, the chat is huge, but they're just sitting there playing games. And I like to see.
Wouldn't you say they're one of the most? Wouldn't you say they're one of the most active and engaging publishers out there?
I would, because they did several streams of Watchdog Legion with the when they had the Legion of the Dead mode, but they interact with the chat though as best they can, because there are thousands of people in that chat, and that chat's just going crazy. But they at least interact with it, which is what I love. I wish more developers would do that.
Yeah.
I mean, could you imagine seeing seeing Rockstar playing Red Dead?
I know recently they've had some stuff, people leaving and lots of stuff about. But I was thinking to myself, Gordon Ramsay, the cook, the chef, right?
I love that guy.
Yeah, but if there are people being kicked out of studios for being, a little bit on the bullying side against other people, how the hell is he not having his ass sued from here to Hong Kong? I mean, that's his entire career.
I want to just go on there because, I just want to get yelled at by him and see if my rage kicks in. Because I'm just like, it's so. I enjoy watching that, and they're like, why? It's all an act. I'm like, you can't fake being angry. But the terms that he uses, I just chuckle at.
I worked in HR, and we had to watch lots of videos on how to treat people of different age, different religions, and then I had to go and train people, and you can't touch people certain way, you can't do this, you can't say this, you know.
You mean I can't
So-
smack people around?
No, that's what
What are you like?
governor. You know, smacking people on their butts. You know, you don't do
I wasn't
that.
talking that. I
Wow.
wasn't talking that.
Naughty.
I know.
Dylan.
You know. I
I'm
didn't
just
have that
having a
problem
look
in
around the web
military.
here. So I did notice. I mean, Ray, you came fully prepared on this whole Ghost Recon thing. You were, what was it you were expecting earlier to be revealed?
Well, I know they got a project that they're going to reveal.
Okay.
And so, and I've actually been playing Breakpoint, and so I'm excited.
So I wonder if they showcase it while they're playing this.
Could well
Because
be.
they could
Another
very
island?
easily.
Another
Because if you see, look, it's announced. It gets announced today. So
Yeah.
either they're going to show it or they're going to show it. Actually, play the game and show.
Well, they
stuff.
say here, Ghost Recon Legacy.
Yes, I did read
Surprise.
it, Chris.
Yeah, it's a little surprise. And then Tom Clancy's Breakpoint Live behind the scenes. So they get these little cardboard cutouts like this. You see, you can go and have a look behind the scenes at them. So that's a new project reveal. Now, this is, how many have there been? Is it just the two, this one and Wildlands? Or was there one before that?
You
I have a
talking about
feeling-
Ghost Recon?
Yeah.
No, there was other.
So Frontline is the one that everyone's been talking about on
There's
Twitter
been
today.
lots of
isn't it?
Ghost Recons. Lots of Ghost Recon. There was a Ghost Recon. What was it? The
Halloween edition?
no.
Oh.
Ghost. what was it?
Phantoms.
Oh.
You had Ghost Recon Phantoms.
Yeah.
The
The one with Demi Moore. The one with Demi
Shadow.
Moore and the pottery. That was another one.
That was Hey, no, stop that. Come on now. We don't need any illustrations of that.
That's how it went in the film.
I like you waited a few seconds and watched and then reacted.
16 of them. There's been one or two, you know.
I've been playing Ghost Recon when it was on my it was one. Of
I mean, there's
first
only
games.
it's just a few.
16, man.
There's a soldier, the future soldier. Come on, guys.
Wow.
Forgot about those.
The first one was like 2001 is when it came. The first one came out.
That's when I was born. Well,
Ray was a
30?
spring.
60.
Ray was a spring chicken when that game came out.
I remember 2001 getting Ghost.
That's when Ray had legs.
Shut up. You guys are messed up. Leave me alone.
Bro.
I don't think I really got into that one. I was at that time with those games were coming out. I was still hooked on the Soldier of Fortunes games.
So
that was
Frontline
good.
is the I think it's actually been confirmed, hasn't it? Didn't someone actually confirm that Ghost Recon Frontline? Sounds multiplayer battle royale-ish to me. I hope it isn't. I hope it's
I like
not,
this.
Ray.
I don't.
What? What do you gotta get battle royal?
Yeah.
What is
God.
if it's
I love that huge
no? See,
island.
I wanted to.
You don't want to
I-
run around that island?
No,
Battle
it's
royale?
stupid.
I can do that without having my ass shot off.
I don't like the battle royales. That's you can't accomplish anything. I would if
No.
it's
What
a
do you
What do you mean
story
you can't
mode.
accomplish anything?
No,
You
he's
can
right,
have a
he's right.
battle royale. You can add it as a DLC. No one wants that crap.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You know what they would do?
Yes.
Just
Aaron
make
for
it free
president.
to play. Make it free to play, right?
Well, that would be good, but what I can see
Yeah.
is it'll have a story mode. It already says open world, so you know it's going to have a campaign. They're going to add the battle royale. Then all of a sudden, oh, guess what? Next month we're going to add a DLC. It's going to be a zombie mode.
Yeah.
Because
That's
every-
it. But that's kind of
Every
become the
game has
thing now,
to have
isn't it?
zombies.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. What's X-Defiant then?
So that's completely different. That's the other
That's
free to play game
Yeah.
coming from
Yeah, they have announced
Ubisoft.
that. They announced that one at the last Ubisoft
Yeah,
thing.
and
Yeah.
there's been closed tests for that on PC.
Yeah, I got
So-
mine.
They just
What-handed
they just
to me
didn't
on
add
that.
the zombie mode to that one yet.
Is that exactly? Oh, come, mate, you know it. There'll be Norman Reedus in there at some point.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
but this is multiplayer, isn't it? It's a free to play kind of
Yeah.
Fortnite
Yeah,
like.
yeah.
Because it was hype was it called Hyperdrive or something? Ubisoft.
Oh.
They got Heartland coming. We got this,
No, but I know it. I know what you're talking about, Rokk. I forget
Heartland's
what it's
another
called.
one.
It had Twitch integrated into it, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I forget. I don't know if that really took off.
I don't think people
so.
are playing it, are they?
Man, I played it and I got like killed instantly.
Yeah, it's young'uns, mate.
Heartland is one that I'll be. I would be more interested in Heartland than I will X Defiant. X Defiant seems like something
I can't talk about it, but I will say awesome.
X Defiant seems like something that I will seriously rage at, because if it's anything like Call of Duty,
I'm with you,
any of the
Dad.
other
Where is Animal
Rainbow,
Royale?
Come on, yeah, that's right.
They're gonna talk about it tomorrow.
Animal Royale.
Yeah.
Well, it's got to be something, though. To be honest, it's got to be something. They've got to have something up their sleeve if they're pushing it back a day. Either they got nothing and they're just bluffing, and they're like, "Crap, we've had too much good news."
I'll throw you something. Stadia does a lot of work with Ubisoft. It's just amazing how we have this show today, and then they're gonna do their, their blog tomorrow. So.
You know how, like, let's look, like, if we switch topics real quick, like EA and GFN did their partnership, and we all saw how that transpired. Oh God, why am I front and center?
Yes, please.
It's a new thing. I'm testing it out.
When you put him up.
I mean,
and I'm Ray speaking.
Could we say the same thing about Ubisoft and Stadia? I mean, it's like it's not a written partnership, but it's like that unwritten code. That they've just got the unwritten partnership.
I mean, all the way back to when they did that test stream with.
Because I mean, who was before Stadia was announced, when they were beta testing the entire service, and you only needed a 35 meg download to play the game. What was the game? It was Odyssey. So to me, this is their partnership. EA partnered with GFN. Stadia's got Ubisoft, and to be honest, I'm okay with that. Yeah. Ubisoft does fantastic work with every game that they produce. Yeah, even if it is a battle royale, which are stupid.
I just don't like them. I mean, look, they're good to watch. I think they're great if you enjoy your favorite streamer, whether it's Ray or Aaron or Clive or whoever's doing it. But to play them, this is why I stopped doing the Friday night stuff, because I would be sat there in a bunker for 3 hours. And all of a sudden, then there'll be one person firing a bullet.
Destiny too.
Well, that's like, but that's like Siege. That's why do you think I hate Siege with a passion? But I also survive. I can't stay. I hate playing that game. I hate it. I hate that game. But I always. Well, what's weird and I don't understand is that everyone's like, "How do you always end up being the last person alive?" I said, "Because I hide. I don't want to die first, so that's my tactic. I run away and hide and let you all die, and then I try to save the day.
Now,
and then I die at the end anyway."
John just shared me into this. Thank you, John.
Well,
John is my roving reporter. You've got to go. Hang on. What's wrong with showing you this?
I gotta go drop my son off at school.
Oh, bless you. Send him our love. And
I'll watch on my phone.
Tell him no candy before breakfast.
Get out of San Francisco.
Well, I gotta get him prepped. He wants to go to college out in California, so he's right down.
Well, you're starting him young.
Starting him young. See you guys.
Take care, buddy. Yeah. Great to see you.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. I haven't said. Look, folks, go and watch Aaron. He is actually brilliantly good fun to watch streaming. I've got to be honest with you. I love having him on the show. I'm hoping he's going to come to Housemates on Thursday, because he is what we call good value. VetCloud Gaming on Twitter, YouTube's VetCloud Gaming, which is useful. And guess what? On Twitch, VetCloud Gaming. Now you see, Ray, take a little leaf out of his book, mate. Right? It's memorable. It's short. You can't not what Ray Sherrod, the cloud gaming cyborg. I mean, come on. And then your
my
birthday.
name, and it's who I am.
Oh, bless. We love you, mate. We love you. John, now that I can hear you.
Okay.
What is it that, what is this? What's going on here?
So I saw this popped up on Reddit a couple of days ago, 5 days ago it shows there. And so now the official Stadia Discord server are going to be holding community events. Starting in October here, Super Bomberman R Online is going to be their first event, and there's more details to come. But they also have a survey link there that way you can fill out information to let them know you're interested. It gives them ideas on like times that they can center the events around, possible future events and things like that. So it's really good to see that now, we're getting those free play weekends, we're getting those community events on YouTube. So now they're taking it to the next level on Discord. So that's great to see them reaching out to the community in so many different ways now.
We saw it, didn't we? A couple of months ago, I guess, in the social media stuff, there was a lot more engagement. There was some really great humor as well, some great bants, as my daughters call it. And now we're seeing it as well. They're taking it to the servers. We're getting these competitions. We're getting this involvement. I love it. I mean, I think hat off to them because, they're everyone's having their little chats about, Stadia's doomed. We won't see another year. But look at it. It's happening all around. It's going on.
Yeah,
it's going on. Top bants. Thanks, Dismal. It's my favourite word. I love a bit of bants. But I don't know if I can click on the survey link because I'm not signed in to their Discord. No, you never know.
No, so the survey link will bring up a Google form.
Yeah. Are you interested? Are you interesting? Well, no. I've got to put no. Straight off the bat. You can't see it. That's why it's not funny. Hang on a second. Let me put it in the actual window, and then you will find it as funny as me. Here we go. So it actually says, are you interesting? And the honest answer is I'd have to choose no. Are you interested in attending our Bomberman event? Well, yes, of course I am. What days of the week are best for you? Oh, well, I can't do Tuesday because I hang around waiting for Twas. Never comes. And now we've got housemates on a Thursday. I'm going to go for Sunday and a Saturday. That's what I'm going for.
There you go.
What times will be best for you? Well, if it's going to be a Saturday or a Sunday, quite like to get up early and do that. Oh, no, hang on. Pacific time.
Pacific time, yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, it's 9 o'clock. 9 is when we kick off here, isn't it, Ray?
So that'd be about 4, about 5.
Yeah. I'm going to say midnight at the Oasis because I might even get one in with you guys then. What times will be best for you on a weekend? Well, hang on. I'm not doing it weekdays.
Oh, weekday, yeah.
Oh, never mind. Let's choose them again.
There you go.
What type of events would you like to see in the future? Developer Q&As, definitely. Tournaments, everything. Community Q&As, game days, group viewing of events. Now that would be awesome, wouldn't it? Huh?
Yeah.
All the stuff they're thinking about here. Stadia Q&As, definitely. Hosted forums and discussions, i.e. with Ray and John from Rokk Reveal. Definitely, yeah. Can you think of any others, guys, that we'd like to see? I'm going to type it in.
I think they covered everything.
Like to see Ray and John.
Don't you put that in there?
Reveal. There you go. Stop. Based on your previous answer, are there any specific games, guests, events? Funny you should ask. Well, funny you should ask. I am interested in Ray and John. And Aaron from Rokk Reveal. There you go.
There you go.
Any additional comments? You should really check out Ray and John on Rokk.
He's not going to send that, folks. He's not sending that.
Yeah, he won't.
Oh, he will.
Oh, my God. What is it?
No, they love a bit of Rokk Reveal. I happen to know this. So there you go, folks. Go and fill that one in, fellas and fellaresses. Let them know. But I think that's actually a brilliant initiative. And if any of those things came off, that will be absolutely superb. Particularly if they turned up in our chat and said, "We got a tip off to come and see you guys." That will be something
there
else.
You go. They could come to housemates on Thursday, right?
Funny you should say that, John. Funny you should say that. Everybody should come to housemates. New and improved this Thursday. Some minor modifications, maybe less babies. We'll see. But it'll be fun. It'll be, guys. If you haven't seen housemates, it's like this but without the games. All right, it's it's what it's supposed to be. It will be. Gents, it's 1 minute past the hour.
Yeah,
and I think it's time. to sing our song. We ought to come up with a kind of a song, didn't we? Like you used to have at the end of Mr. Rogers,
Yeah.
What was the equivalent of Mr. Rogers in Canada?
Mr. Dress Up.
Mr. Dress.
Mr. Dress Up. And
Was
he
he
had
a tranny or what?
No, no.
Was it like RuPaul? Was he doing like a kid's show?
No. He had a tickle trunk and everything. If there's any Canadians
what?
out there in
Tickle
the chat,
trunk?
tickle trunk. That's right. And Casey and Finnegan.
Tickle
Come
trunk.
on.
Oh
He's
my
a
god.
tickle trunk. Yeah.
Man.
30? 6. I love the fact that Mr. Dress Up had a tickle trunk. I
Yeah.
can't even say that, and all I've been drinking is orange squash. Wow.
Going up in
Yeah,
the trunk.
Mr. Dress Up is a beloved Canadian children icon.
Wow.
Man, he's super famous. Yeah, for
Wow.
the older folk.
Right.
Yeah, we had Captain Kangaroo.
Aha.
Mhm.
Didn't he have some cereal as well, Captain Kangaroo?
Dude, you know what? I
Didn't
don't
he
know.
do a cereal?
He used to talk to a puppet moose. It was a moose that he would talk to and everything. But yeah,
What's Mr. Robinson?
Ray grew up watching Mr. Rock.
Listen, mate, you can't just bail out and jump in the chat. What do you call you? Come back and earn
He's
your
supposed
money.
Yeah, he's supposed to be driving, right? Is he chatting
Yeah,
and watching
what's that
YouTube
all
while
about?
driving?
So,
Hey,
Mr.
Siri.
Robinson, it's Mr. Rogers, you idiot.
Yeah.
He might be on about the people that were stuck up in a tree on the island. He was, the
Yeah,
Swiss
meet the-
Ray Family
yeah.
Robinson.
Yeah.
There's trouble.
Oh yeah, that was the space family.
trouble.
Robin. Yeah, they got season
Speaking
2.
of that,
that
did
coming
you
up soon,
hear
haven't they?
what the Amazon CEO, I mean the owner, Bezos doing?
Bezos?
He's flying
playing
Holy-
New World.
He's flying Captain Kirk, who is 90 years old, into
he?
space.
Is he 90? Wow.
He will be the oldest man
Wow.
to be flown in space, Captain Kirk.
Wow.
Yeah, his
Wow.
teeth in his wig is gonna fly out
Well,
when they.
yeah, well, he was wearing those. He was wearing those in Star Trek season 1. No, I'm a massive Star Trek fan. Massive. I used to watch that. You know, like when you're a kid and you watch stuff with your dad, and even if it was rubbish, you grow up loving it because it's that.
Right.
It reminds you of those times. That was me with
Yep.
Star Trek. Love a bit of Star Trek. Of course, Leonard Nimoy sadly passed a few years back. He would have been great to go. Imagine if they'd sent the pair of them up there, because we've no longer got Scotty, Sulu.
right.
We've still got Sulu. We haven't got Chekhov. He was one of the first to go, wasn't he? The Russian fella.
Oh my! We got him.
Sulu's still around. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
massive on. He's got a huge Twitter following. Brilliant guy.
Yes.
So, chaps, we started at the top of the hour with what you have been doing this week. Now we can end, and you see, this is the professionalism of the show, Ray. How we managed to knit it together. We haven't got an outro song as such. We can't do our own Mr. Tickle Trunk or whatever he's called, but we can.
Mr. Dress Up. Mr. Dress Up.
with his tickle trunk.
Cross
tickle trunk, yeah.
Cross dresser with the tickle trunk.
Yeah, exactly. What's that all about? But
Ahead
we
of his
can-
time. Ahead of
He
his
was.
time.
He was strangely
in
ahead of his time. Yeah.
Yeah.
John, a busy old week for you, no doubt. What have you got coming up?
Yep. Well, I'll be streaming the Falconeer here in about a half hour.
Didn't mention
And,
yes, we did mention it. We did.
Yep. And I've got some more Mafia 3 I'll be streaming, and of course Far Cry 6
Mhm.
as well, and the second weekend Caring from the Clouds charity event this weekend here. All the details and schedule at fourscarsgaming.com. I tweeted out too. I have a pinned tweet. Yeah, so we've got a bunch of things going on, and some other things we can't talk about as well. But that's beside the point.
Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be
All right.
there. Raymondo, what the Charles Dickens are you up to this weekend, my
My
friend?
most anticipated game is coming Thursday, Far Cry 6. I will be streaming that 10 p.m. Pacific time on my YouTube channel. Also, guys, please catch me, Dr. Spaceman, Crazy Vet, and JD. We do the Club Nation TV.
Crazy.
And then that's about
Can
it,
I just
guys.
check on something though, Ray?
Go ahead.
You're streaming Far Cry 6 on Thursday
Yes.
at 10 p.m.
Mhm.
I thought it went live at midnight.
We'll wait. We'll wait.
It's only what John said. I don't know for sure.
You know what?
Yeah,
We'll let me get the official. Let me find out. I'll stream it when it comes.
Yeah, well, you could play a bit of any of the Far Cries, couldn't you?
Yeah.
A couple of them.
You know what? Guess what? If it goes at midnight, I will stream at midnight.
Midnight at the Oasis. That will be something else. So you've got a whole plethora of shows coming up. As always, an absolute treat to see you guys.
Thank you. And Club Nation TV has moved to Thursdays, folks.
What time?
My time, 5:00 p.m. Pacific time. You'll be sleeping, Rokk.
Well, I will be. I know this is but I haven't. Look, I haven't been sleeping well recently, Ray.
What's going on?
It's. I'm concerned. I'm not sure. 30 or 60. It keeps me up at night.
Tell you something. You know what? Kill that noise. Look. If it pops up on your screen and you can control it with your controller, you can play it. Look.
Yeah.
Just because it's 30 frames per second does not make it a horrible game. Somebody sent me in my DM, "Oh my God, you're playing Mafia 3. Oh, that game is so horrible." Guess what? Don't watch.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Don't watch. Don't play it. Go play something else. I love it, and I also love playing Control.
Yes.
Also.
And the thing is, I played when Mafia 3 first came out. We didn't have next-gen consoles, and I played it on the PS4. I don't think I worried too much what frames or quality it was. I just thought, what a fantastic game. Great story, great narration, beautiful. I mean, just lose yourself in that game. Yes. And they rolled out DLCs. Have we got the DLCs and stuff as well?
Yeah, it's everything included in it.
I didn't have in 2016 I had it on my Xbox One and I didn't get the DLC. So now there's a bonus playing it in the cloud.
Yeah.
And I get to re-experience it again on Stadia.
And
so
what a cool
I'm
dude
excited.
what a cool dude he is as well. The main guy in it. Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, awesome. I love that game.
They do a great job.
Love it. Very positive game as well. Great message. Hat off to those dudes. Now then, Rokk, what have you got to expose? What can you expose this week of yourself? Well, it just happens, of course, that Housemaid started last Thursday. If you didn't see it, that's okay. Don't worry, you get another opportunity this Thursday. The premise is simple. It is really this. It's banter without the gaming. We don't mind touching on gaming, but all these guys that you see week in, week out talking about gaming have lives, they have stories, they have fun stuff to tell us. And that's the premise of Housemates. So it's as many as 10 random. I put the link out on the day. Whoever turns up, turns up. And then we just have some fun. We talked a lot about films and things movies last week, but I want it to be a bit more random and a bit more fun. So stay tuned. We go out at 8 p.m. UK, which, Ray, tell me, what is that for you? It's about 3 in the afternoon, is it?
Yep.
It's
somewhere around there.
Well, no, that's 3 o'clock for me. So that would be noon for Ray.
Yeah, noon.
Midday.
Yeah,
Midday for Ray.
3 hours behind me.
Perfect, which is perfect for me.
Great time. Yeah.
It was super busy last week too. I mean, all the guests and everything. I was hoping trying to get on, but it just seemed like everyone was there and there. So I'm hoping this week I can get on early.
Oh, we'd love to have you on. Love to have you on. I'll sneak you the link before everybody else.
Oh, okay.
You didn't hear it from me, though, okay?
Okay, yeah.
So that's what we got going on. And Saturday, I am going to be on this amazing charity event that John has pulled together. I haven't made my mind up yet what I'm going to be doing, but I'm right, John. It's changed. It's from midday my time until 2 p.m. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So it's 2 hours, and I might be doing some Far Cry 6. I fancy doing some game streaming because I don't do it very often. So I might put on something there for a chuckle. So please do tune in on that one Saturday afternoon in the UK, and of course the whole of the weekend cram-packed with the most amazing Stadia content creators. Ray, have you done it yet, or are you on in a forthcoming weekend?
At the end. I think.
Are you literally
Saturday,
the last one?
Saturday of October 23rd.
Ooh, well, that will be an extravaganza.
Or did I go later than that?
Yeah.
I know.
No, you are. I'm looking here. Ray is 23rd.
We can get old, folks.
Ray's on the 23rd, so you're the second last weekend. Ray's on the 23rd. Yep.
Yeah, I'm doing
Awesome.
I'm doing Cyberpunk.
Well, that will be
Yeah.
that will be a Cyberpunk. Ray,
Huh?
can I ask you a favor?
Yes.
Sometime, maybe as a Christmas gift, can I play Cyberpunk and you talk me through what I've got to do, because I've never got it, mate. It goes right over my head. I can't get on. I bought it and everything.
It's an RPG. You have so many different stories. You have a main story. You have side stories. It is a futuristic RPG game. There's weapons. There's loot.
I tried. I get killed and stuff. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, and then I've got going on in the UI, and I'm like, well, what have I got? Pin and thing to my arm?
Just like in Elder Scrolls, you put a waypoint to where you gotta go. You go to that waypoint.
Well, you know what we need to do, Ray? You know what we need to do? We need to do a Rock and Ray special, all right, for the holidays, where Ray teaches Rock how to play Cyberpunk. And we'll have a party, and you can watch it. Rock is the man. You're doing it wrong.
I will build you a badass character with all the armor and everything you need.
Yes. Right, that's it. We're going to do that. Watch that one, folks. That's going to happen. So that's been us. Thank you so much, everybody in the chat. You have been awesome. We're doing great numbers. Last week was superb as well. So thank you so much.
Awesome.
Because, as everybody says, but it's
you,
true,
Jack.
you can do other stuff. You know, you don't have to just stick around for us. It really means a huge amount. So thank you, particularly as there's never a twas. There never a twas that was to twas. We're off to see the wizard, folks.
That's right.
Yeah. Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.